If neither the future relationship nor the alternative arrangements were ready by the end of 2020, we would not have to go into the backstop at this point. Instead, we've negotiated there would be a clear choice between the backstop or a short extension to the implementation period. Fourth, if we do not go into the backstop, the legal text is explicit that it should be temporary and that the Article 50 legal base cannot provide for a permanent relationship. Fifth, if the backstop is no longer necessary to avoid a hard border, we have the right to trigger a review through the Joint Committee. Sixth, as a result of the changes we've negotiated, there is an explicit termination clause which allows the backstop to be turned off. And finally, the legal text is now clear that once the backstop has been superseded, it will cease to apply. So if a future Parliament decided to move from an initially deep trade relationship to a looser one, the backstop could not return. But rather, wait a moment.
I'm most grateful to the Prime Minister for giving way, and she's indeed being very generous in giving way.
A Tory Cabinet minister has broken ranks to declare No Deal Brexit will be dire and a disaster. Greg Clark's comments appear to be the opposite of his boss Theresa May's claim that no deal is better than a bad deal. It comes after ministers warned they will quit if Mrs May's deal is defeated on Tuesday, and she makes no deal her priority. The business secretary wrote for Politico, "In recent weeks, confidence from investors has been shaken. Debates in the UK Parliament are monitored closely, and with mounting alarm, in boardrooms around the world. The dire prospect that we could tolerate trading with our largest and closest market on World Trade Organization terms, the most rudimentary that exist between any nations on earth, is bewildering to them." He also appeared to call for a Plan B from MPs, saying Parliament should decide how we will give confidence to business. Mr. Clark suggested he would support a series of indicative votes in the Commons on the various options for Brexit to establish which could command a majority in the House. "I have said in public and in discussions that to establish what Parliament wants and what Parliament supports can be a useful step," he told the Today programme. "You need, it seems to me, to move from Parliament being just a scrutineer, but to be active participants, and that means discovering Parliament's mind. In doing so, I think what would very quickly be established, there is a substantial majority that absolutely does not want to see no deal." Mr. Clark made his comments as Theresa May braces for defeat for her 585-page Brexit deal in a Commons vote on Tuesday. The PM has announced a string of climb-downs in a desperate bid to appease a veto and time limit on the Irish border backstop, against the rules of her own deal. Mr. Clark also appeared to confirm the Mirror's report that she'll offer an olive branch to Labour MPs in Leave seats by giving commitments on workers' rights. And he warned No Deal Brexit will do extra damage to Jaguar Land Rover just as the firm is on